Well, it may be a bit soggy, but that certainly hasn't deterred this fan base. A great crowd on hand to battle the raindrops at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Tennessee Titans. 2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in week 4. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Ritter from the gun. And his throw is incomplete.
I ain't going to scan downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
On 3rd and 1, it's Ritter. And that is incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here comes Tony on the return. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it'll be Titan football. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. You look at this Colt defense. And they've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And a few little style points on the juke, but not much room to maneuver after that. They give it 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well. And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, you... And he will take this one for a Titans touchdown. Great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Titans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game. There he goes, right side. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down. Chase, the motion man right. Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. And he's got his big tight end here.
15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Ritter.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Now Ritter to throw on first down. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. And the Titans are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity.
It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. On first down, Crawford escaping the pressure right. And he will find his man on the outside. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
The Titans are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season, and they fell in the opener, got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Gibbs. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
2nd and a couple.
They'll look to throw again.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. You look at this Colt defense.
This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. 2nd from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
And he will have a Titans first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun. Crawford.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up second down. Off the play fake. Crawford. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 15-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Throwing on first down. Crawford. Got a man. It's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Titans go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. That'll make the score 14-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
A time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 18 more yards there and another first down.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ritter now.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
The scoreboard tells the story for him a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
This is always a tricky angle for a right-footed kicker because he's trying to draw it to the center of the uprights, but instead he pushes it to the right, and it's no good.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Crawford. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Second and 20. Back to throw. Crawford. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throwing on third and long. Crawford. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got it complete to Gibbs. Touchdown, Titans! Jahmyr Gibbs, 45 yards. And the Titans take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Third and 4. Ritter back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 40. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On first down, Ritter. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Here's Ritter. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Titans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out.
Now a hit and a loose football. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Throwing to start the drive. Crawford. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver.
But it's going to be 2nd down. A final shot before break. Crawford.
That's going to be caught by Pitts.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Here's Toney to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Going down the middle, and it's complete.
Still on his feet. Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Titans. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Titans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And fighting down inside the 25. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Ritter with it after the play fake. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Ritter to throw it. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
On the return, it's Tony. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have picked up right where they left off in half number one, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Looking to throw. Crawford. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Back to throw, Ritter.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And now off to the races, down the right side. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Off play action. Crawford. And this is caught. But he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's good for 28 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Gibbs is in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Sometimes offensive can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here. And we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point and good by Sanders. And that'll increase their lead to 28. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Pushing his way through.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ritter will set up to throw it. He will find his man Chase complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Good yardage there for the Colts, 18 and a first down.
And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again.
And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Meanwhile, Ritter's throw taken in here by Chase.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 23.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Crawford. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for the Titans. 74 yards.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it, too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So a big play there that's going to set him up with 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try and sneak it here. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, give him credit. That's a good, solid game there on the sneak because it all comes together. Enough space, get forward, gain yardage. Well done.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Titans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. The bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Shouting defenders at the 15.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Ready.
On play action, here's Ritter.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On 2nd down, Ritter.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Ritter from the gun on 3rd down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles. It's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
On 1st down, Childress. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Childress trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. On second down, Childress. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down.
That is caught. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Elliott good with a PAT as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
He just danced away from that one defender on his way to a gain of about 7 yards.
Now 2nd and 3. Read option. This is Gibbs.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Strong running at the 30.
And he will have a Titans first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
At the 29-yard line.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Titans, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.